Come with me to my first volunteer experience that turned out to be a sad one. This is me leaving the house in the bus. Before I left the house, I asked my husband to take me a picture. This is what it took. Anyways, it's not fine. Abi, is it fine? I shall left the house and then headed to the bus station. From the bus station, I was going to take the train. And I took the train, came down from the train and started looking for where I was going to. This was my first time going to this particular place and I was so confused. Like I was talking about not finding my second bus station here, and I was walking up and down the place before I finally found the place. And the bus came. It was a bus that I've never used before, a short bus, like they call it a shuttle bus. And then I took this bus and it took me to the memorial ground. So it's a Field of Cross memorial ground I was going to. I was feeling myself inside this bus because I've never used this bus before. And I came down from the bus trying to find my way to the memorial ground. And at first it was looking like, oh, this place looks desolate, like isolated. And I started walking and walking. And for a while, I didn't see anybody on the road. Like, it looked like all those horror films I used to watch. You know how you just be going and going and going. And you see houses. Everywhere just looked so horrible. On the road, I saw one lady coming and I was like,
hi, I'm going to
please, can you help me?
English, no. Oh, sorry. Thank you.
Wow. She said she doesn't speak English. She doesn't know anything about where I was going to. Then I saw that coyotes used to pass this place where I was going to. Yay! Finally, I found the place I was going to, the Field of Crosses. I was volunteering with my school because they asked if you could volunteer, and I didn't know what it meant, but it was my first volunteering experience. I got there and I spoke to the person in charge. She was attending to this person beside me before she attended to me. She asked me if I was coming for 11 session or the 9 a.m. session. And she brought out the cards, the roster to write our names. So I registered my name. My name was the first on the list. I'm always the first, even in my class, because of my surname. So my name was the first on the list. And then I put down my phone number. I signed in. You want to see my phone number? I signed in, and then she started explaining to me what and what to do. So she gave me this vest just to show that I am part of my school, like St. Mary's University. And then I wore the vest with my winter jacket on because it was cold. It wasn't that cold. Every year it's always snowy, and we thank God that it wasn't even snowing on this day. And then she took me to where we're going to start the volunteering work, and she told me that these candles will be placed in front of the crosses. Now, this was where the sad experience came in. She explained to me that these crosses represent fallen soldiers, people who have died, people who worked for the country, who saved the country and had died. And every year, November 1st to 11th, they bring out the crosses, and every volunteer, anybody who comes here would put a cross, will put a candle, in front of them, and will call out their names. So to make sure that everybody's names is being called, and you put a lighted candle in front of them just to commemorate their effort, to thank them for whatever they've done in the past. Actually, it was so sad. I didn't plan to shoot this video, but I felt like people should know about this. And I started doing my own work. We put the candles in front, and you call out their names after putting the candles in front to say, oh, so and so, thank you for your service. Like, this was so sad. I saw a lot of people who came in to see their ancestors, their family members, and all of that. And you can see the sadness on their faces, like Field of Crosses. It's a place you will never forget. But before we left, after all of the sad experience, they gave us coffee to warm our hands, and then I went home. A couple dropped me home. Those couple, they were really nice. Their parents were also part of the fallen soldiers. And I'm just sharing so that somebody would see that you can volunteer in Canada and you can do that for yourself. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel.